I work the night shift at a small local TV station in rural Montana. It's one of those jobs where you mostly just make sure nothing goes wrong with the automated broadcast system while everyone else is sleeping. 12 hours of mind-numbing boredom punctuated by occasional technical hiccups. At least that's what it was supposed to be. 3 weeks ago, I started noticing something strange happening during our 3 a.m. broadcast slot. We run old public domain movies during that time. Nobody's watching anyway, and it's cheap content to fill airtime. I was half asleep in the control room when I noticed something off about the black and white western playing on the monitor. There was a figure standing in the background of a scene where I could swear there hadn't been anyone before. It was just a silhouette, barely visible behind the main actors. I rewound the digital file, thinking maybe I just hadn't noticed it the first time through. But when I played it again, the figure was gone. I chalked it up to fatigue and too much coffee. Night shifts mess with your head, and I've seen weirder things while sleep-deprived. But then it happened again the next night. This time it was during an old noir film. A woman was delivering a monologue in her apartment, and in the window behind her I saw a face peering in, just for a second before the camera angle changed. I jumped up and rewound the footage. Nothing there on the second viewing. I started recording our broadcast on my phone, thinking maybe there was some kind of transmission issue that was causing these glitches. The recording showed nothing unusual, but I kept seeing these anomalies on the live monitor. Fleeting shapes in the background, strange distortions in people's faces, background extras staring directly at the camera when they shouldn't be. Last week, things escalated. The 3 a.m. slot was playing Night of the Living Dead, and halfway through, one of the zombie extras turned to face the camera and spoke. This wasn't part of the movie. I know because I've seen it dozens of times. The zombie's mouth moved, and though there was no audible sound, I could read the lips clearly. "We see you watching." I nearly fell out of my chair. I grabbed my phone and started recording, my hand shaking. When I played back the clip I'd recorded, the zombie was just shuffling around mindlessly like it was supposed to. But I know what I saw on the monitor. I tried telling my supervisor, but he just laughed it off. "Classic night shift paranoia," he said. "Take some vitamin D supplements. The lack of sunlight is getting to you." Maybe he was right. Maybe I was just sleep-deprived and imagining things. I considered requesting a schedule change, but the weird part is, I didn't want to. Something kept drawing me back to those late-night broadcasts. I needed to know what was happening. 4 nights ago, I made a discovery. I noticed that these anomalies only appeared on broadcast signals, never on the digital files themselves. Something was intercepting or altering our broadcast between the station and the transmission. I set up a second monitor connected directly to our antenna feed to compare with our studio output. That night, the differences between the two feeds were undeniable. While the Maltese Falcon played normally on the studio monitor, the broadcast version showed subtle but unsettling differences. Background characters moved differently. Scene transitions lingered a beat too long, and Humphrey Bogart's eyes, they were solid black like empty sockets. I started documenting everything, taking photos of both screens side by side. The photos showed the difference as clear as day, so it wasn't just in my head. Something or someone was hijacking our broadcast signal. Last night, I decided to stay after my shift